All right, this is going to be pretty low effort. I just thought I'd start recording myself as I make my WaveTable synthesizer, as I remake it. I have been working on Gay Poly Communist for too long now, got distracted with all the work from Auto-Tune, and then coming back to it, it's just kind of a mess. So I'm going from the ground up, and I thought it might be kind of fun to record this. I'm going to try and record all of it. I'll show you I made some classes already, or just preemptively made these files. I haven't defined anything in them, so don't think you've missed anything yet. And I'm starting with the WaveTable. And I'm going to just make it output values. So follow along. Just to note, I'm making everything as brutally simple as possible, and then I'll add complexity if I need to, but just getting sick. We're really burning candle at both ends with Auto-Tune, and I'm missing my synthesis, and just something about wavetables that's soothing to me. Prepare to play, passing in the sample rate so that way we can accurately calculate the phase increment when it comes to that. M sample rate, we're going to start right here. This is where if we were going to do some smoothing too, I would probably initialize the smooth values here. Assert here that sample rate is not, oh fuck, I should probably think about unit test too, but that's a poor man's unit test. No, I gotta just keep things working. We're doing this unit test training at work, and it's just like one of those buzzwords, kind of like agile, where it's like, yeah, we gotta make sure it's agile, and it's like, well, are you though? Okay, so now the basic concept of WaveTable is it should be returning a sample at an index, right? Because it's going to look it up. It's a lookup table, really. As Rhodes would call it, WaveTable lookup, blah, some bullshit. I don't fucking know. That guy's something else. I love him. Get sample at index. And I remember I'm copying this from the previous version, and oh, that's right. Oh, because I was doing it with an oscillator structure, so I wasn't going to have a set frequency here. I was just going to have a get sample at index. Oh, so it's not even. I got to actually change this. No. That I actually like that too, because of several reasons. This class returns samples at a given index. Yeah, it should be doing that one thing. It should be looking up what is the sample at this index, and it can be a float index, and it handles that interpolation between those two. Float wavetable, boom, 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 get sample at index, boom, chicka, chicka. And I could put this in an H file, but I regretted that last time. Oh shit. Gotta put in a constants. Let's go through, add a constant, which is, I think, healthy. Nope, not that one. Look for my juicer file. I saw it. Okay, and this is going to be outside of everything. Boom. New header file. GPC constants. So it's important with JUCE, if you're going to use the juicer, to add shit here. Because the pip file that keeps track of it and generates the Xcode project will get all fucked up if you don't. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Hash include GPC constants. And this, see, it's in the CPP file. Don't need to put it in the header file. It's good practice. Praxis. I'm a socialist. This is gay polycommunist. Okay, GPC constants. I'm just copying this again. Sorry. You'll see it soon enough. Boom. Okay. That we maybe don't need yet, but yeah. I'm going to leave it in for now. Kind of want to get a clean start to make sure it's not broken, but this is making me think I gotta do some catch too, but whatever. I gotta just get shit moving. I have some other functions here, like pass buffer, get buffer, but I don't think I'm gonna add them yet. Oh yeah, I don't want to be doing that. I'm glad I'm redoing this. So I'm looking at the call. This is my gay polycommunist, the original, and get buffer is called directly by WaveTable Visualizer, but I want that to be getting the oscillator. Really should be retrieving it from the voice directly because it's one WaveTable Visualizer per voice. So, is this working now? Fucking Xcode, why you do this to me? Oh my god, this code is so clean compared to Autotune. Nothing against them. I mean, it's not their fault. It's a big fucking code base over a long time. It's essentially a DAW. And it's always going to get unwieldy. So this is like, I feel spoiled. All right, well, I don't have a build configuration or scheme rather. Okay, gets a sample at the index. Cool. Oh, well, right now we actually do need to generate the waveform. So this we generate this might just be a temporary function. Because we're not going to be able to do shit without a waveform. And I'm actually going to put it above prepare to play because it'll happen before prepare to play. generate wave. Do a sine. So this is the kind of thing I actually want to get good enough to do with memory. I mean, it's not really good enough. That's not the question. But I want to. I think there's value in that, and that's the kind of thing that you're like, why would I memorize something? Programming. That's generally makes sense, but I think it's good to memorize some of this shit. Oh, spillover. I like that word for it. I was calling it something else. I'm using this code in AutoTune. We were doing this crazy business with how we were. What the fuck? Where is the generate? There we go. And this should actually be a private function too. It was just a bit non-traditional how we were doing it, which it was kind of he was calling it a tone array, and it was essentially a wavetable, but he was regenerating it every time. It's regenerating it every time that the frequency changed, rather than just changing the phase increment. Because you could even say, there's arguments, especially if it's a sine function, well, just recalculate the phase increment every time. You don't even have to read from a wavetable. A sine function isn't that bad, but once you get into harmonic things, it's maybe a little different. Okay, I called it wavetable there, but you certainly don't need to be regenerating the whole wavetable every time and then trying to figure out where in the phase you are. But it's funny, I mean, and the thing is, this is like, I think people were doing this in the 60s. Making wavetables like this. So it's not something you should be figuring out. It's like trying to build an engine and just like not looking at an engine that exists already. Okay, yeah, I don't want to do this. Int table size is equal to. So, not to say that this is perfect. I'm totally open to. But anyways, what I was marveling at is that he did it. I'm like, damn. Did I replace it with the wrong thing? God damn it. Wave buffer. Just hand rolling. It's exactly like hand rolling cigarettes. It's impressive hand rolling code, but not healthy. Okay, so this is really just going to be, for now, it's going to write a sine function that completes the cycle of 2 pi. And you know, in prior version of this, I started it at negative pi here. So I don't know if I should do that again, but whatever, this is temporary. So when we construct this, we're going to say generate wave. It's going to make that shit. I'm going to pass prepare to play, get sample at index. Is that right? What am I doing here? Oh, I see. Yeah, it needs to handle wrapping. That's going to happen in the oscillator, presumably. But there's something else I was just thinking about. I like calling these spillover too. That's less intuitive, but all right. I think we're ready to go to the oscillator now. So there's certain parts of the structure. I think once I get the oscillator, it'll be fine. I can then make sure it's making sound. And I don't think there needs to be a gain here, actually. That should be in the oscillator. This should not be doing shit with the gain. And it doesn't need this or this or this. Yeah, it doesn't even need the sample rate, actually, now that I think of it. It doesn't need dick. So the functions I'll add are things like pass buffer. So we can load some shit from a file, like a WaveTable file. That's where I was kind of running into problems with Gay Poly Communist. Just not necessarily that, but saving that as a preset. Like which wave file, and then if they made a custom one, and then everything just had to be redone. So I just got kind of lost because you take breaks in between this shit. So yeah, I don't even think I need that. Yeah. But for the synth GPC OS, I've been trying to do this more too. Like I always like verbose things, class names and shit, but when they're really going to be used a lot, I'm like, fuck that. I just want to make it short. So like with Auto-Tune, we have Auto-Tune plug-in audio processor. It's like, let's call it ATP processor or AT processor, AT underscore processor, because although it's not verbose, like we use that so much. So if we hire, because the reason you'd make it verbose is so if you hire someone or someone from another project comes on, they know what everything is. But there's a certain level that you can memorize things as long as it's not a ton of them. But when it comes up all the time, it's like, oh, GPC OS. That's an ugly looking class name though. So that makes me a little sad, but it'll be consistent. How about that? Privato. Fuck my ass. So I'm taking a Spanish class. I'm pretty good. Yo puedo hablar en español un poco fluido. Pasé tiempo en Colombia. But I want to be able to talk about this in Spanish. And fucking hell, man. I wrote un algoritmo de hacer un onda de muestreos de sonido, which is like a wavetable in Spanish. A wave of muestreo. Oh, I said something wrong already. All right, I'm getting distracted. Wavetable. Oh, no, shit. Well, fuck. Okay, well, we're going to have to inject that later because the hierarchy should go. Let's get Miro. Let's just start doing this as we go. Maybe that'll be easier than, fuck me, I pressed the wrong one. So it's going to be like wavetable. Shut the fuck up. Why are you showing me all these fucking pop-ups, you fucking asshole? Vector. And it's going to have, let's just say there's like 3 of them for now. And I like to use, not the arrows. Oh my God, don't show me another fucking thing. Oh, there's a button for that. Don't even, oh, you fucking bitch. That makes me so mad. It's like logic, like turn on advanced tools. Go fuck yourself. They should be on. Okay, I like to use dotted lines when it's like ownership or referring to something. And then this will be owned by the oscillator. Let's just go ahead and make the wavetable vector. Well, no, come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. I don't mind if they're named slightly differently. Like it's GPC Os in the code base, but GPC oscillator in Miro. I think you can intuit that. And then GPC voice might have multiple oscillators, right? Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Yeah, so it would be like this. Wait, I got to think about this here. Yeah, okay, so my idea for the structure is this is like, it would only have one oscillator, but it could be modulated by and I got to put a like label here. LFO. Whatever, I can move it later. I mean, technically right now we might conceive of it as modulating the oscillator, but yeah. But it might have a filter for the voice. It might have this, that, or the other. So these are going to be from the synth. Let's make that a little bit more. It's my favorite color to use. Shapes. Lates. Voices will be, let's just pretend we're only going to have one LFO and, no, it's unreadable, and one voice right now. In the synth, because guess what? Now we're going to draw the synth. I still don't really understand the sounds. Is that what should be the wavetable or the vector? GPC synth. And it's going to have both of these boys. Oops. That. Yeah, long term we're going to have 3 LFOs modulating 2 voices, but we'll do just one, or well, however many voices actually. Oh shit. Yeah, because the voice doesn't own. No. I'm making this hierarchy wrong. I don't know how to fucking draw this thing in a better way. Oops. What the fuck? Why are you doing this? So this would be, I don't know what I'd call it, like a pitch oscillator? Pitch. Audio oscillator? What is the term for that? There's got to be a synth term for that. Command B, Command I, make it green. Make this one. I want like a reddish hue. But brighter. Peach. Don't worry, it's not going to be over top of it. Oops. This is a challenge I have with diagrams sometimes. It's like and sometimes I feel distracted when I'm making these diagrams, but I probably would have made that mistake, which I would have realized eventually. And let's make a new color for these. This is interesting. Because do we pass them all by reference? Do we pass just the pitch oscillators? I kind of think it should be owned by the voice. Okay, we're thinking too big right now though. Because right now we just need to make sure it's making sound. And we got more work to do here. Os. Boom. Now this one we do need to initialize. So this, we're going to use this for our low frequency oscillators and our pitch oscillators, like the ones that actually make sound too. Looking at the other one right now. Okay, so this is where we're going to get into like the note on business and stuff. Okay, yeah, come on. We need a void set frequency. Load freak. Oops. sample. Bare minimum, Ryan, bare minimum. Okay, this definitely needs to happen though. It needs to. So, okay, this is I think one of the big questions is, I think this should make the wavetable. So what I'm wondering is, pointer? Is that what I should do? Oh, you fucking asshole. What I'm doing here is a forward declaration to keep your compile times down, because more things will include this .h file than will the .cpp file. And so if we did include wavetable.h, everything that includes this one has to worry about wavetable.h. But guess what? Basically nothing's including GPC OS. So, I mean, that'd be really weird. CPP, I mean. Okay, and then I think I do need to keep the double sample rate equals -1, -1, so that way I can do that JASert and then make sure it's not fucked up. Float current index. I don't think I need to do that, but let's find out. Okay, and I'm looking at my other one here, and I have this function here. That's private. That sounds right. So this is going to use the current index, and we're going to calculate that. Oh, this needs a process function. Right? Maybe it doesn't. Fuck. Yeah, we'll do the sample loop somewhere else. So, okay. Okay, put in some fucking cool shit. Maybe I should write a comment right now. GPC. Make unique wavetable. Boom. Nothing there. Did this wrong. So this is me initializing my unique pointer. I wish my coworker, friend Adam was here, because he would be able to explain in the correct terminology why that unique pointers are preferred, but basically they do automatic memory management. More of a JUCE specialist than a CPP specialist, I would say. And this is just standard protocol for JUCE as well, but I don't, in case something goes wrong, I don't need to delete this, but I can also do this though. Wavetable. Oops. Wavetable.release. Okay. This is where if it was like a regular pointer, we would say wavetable equals null pointer. Or even like delete wavetable, I think. I don't even know. It's funny, man. You want a Java C++, just start fucking throwing unique pointers on shit, and they'll be like, you get with the right company where it's like maybe a little bit older coding demographic, and they're like, I don't get that. And you should see the fucking code. Like, they think that's complex, and then they write the most confusing, I mean, it's not that they even write it. They just can read. Like, I'm like, what? It's a different language. They're using CPP 98. In some ways it looks real readable, but then you ask them to parse a string, and you're like, what the fuck? C stream or whatever. I I had to use that a lot at Atrix. This like tax accounting software. Just beware getting into C++. You better be okay working on old code. That's like the value of it. And it's fast and whatever, but all right. So at this point, I think I realized I did this wrong in the other place too. I should be checking M sample rate. Well, hell, I'm just going to say greater than 0. Oops. Okay. You know, I think I need a one of those as well, and we'll see why in just a second. GPC OS. I'm trying to not say I went and saw some improv last night, and that was one of the most noticeable things. And it's like can't say it's like either. I might be all right at improv. I'm pretty comfortable in front of people, but I would probably say I've noticed that in videos before. Oh, look at this. It's not liking this. Oh, yeah. That I say a bit too much. I swear I've killed that habit before, but then oops. Current freak. I like that. Current freak, current index. And this should be M sample rate. So we are going to store this so that way when we check, I kind of think I should be. Why was I doing that per sample? Because see, this is where it gets kind of messy, because if it's being modulated, I need to be updating the phase increment. And so, yeah, node on, and I could calculate phase increment, and then what if it's being updated with a node on and then it's being modulated? And then it means I have to calculate that before. Maybe I should do that, though. Like by the time it's here, let's just write that in the comments. By the time, let's say like modulation should have been applied by the time you are calling this function. I kind of like that more. Because then, I said it again. Then I could do this, void, calculate phase increment. Then I don't need to hold this. I like that. Oh. Yeah, a voice. I'm just going to leave it for now. This is where I get. indecisive. Because if we're going to do that anyways, I give pause because, well, what's going to keep track of its current frequency then? Like if this isn't going to store current freak, I feel like at some point I'm going to want to ask, hey, what's this oscillator's frequency? And if we're just tossing it aside, float phase increment equals 0.f also. Let's just do both. This is going to change things a little bit, but whatever. Yeah, this one right here, bitch. Oh, that's why. Double. And then we go ahead and we so here's a question for you. Do you put all the private ones down below the public ones in the CPP file, or do you put them next? I'm going to put them in order. So we have this coming up here. I'm just going to write a dummy one for a second. So what I'm thinking is this. Yeah, no. Because it should only be called by that set frequency function then. Unless we're going to return it. And not. I kind of like that idea. I like, it helps me to think about, like, I give you this, you give me that. I give you the frequency, you give me the phase increment. I've been liking thinking of functions that way. But what worries me is that I might get confused, like, well, am I calling it with current freak or freak? But who knows? This is more object oriented, I think, because it doesn't matter. I just need to, in this case, it wouldn't matter either, but you shouldn't have to. Oh, I don't even need to do it there. Yeah, I would just call it from get next sample index. But the question is it possible to... All right, oh, fucking shit, god damn it. All right, get next sample index. They say don't optimize unless you have to. But this isn't the sample loop. So yeah, I actually kind of like this, because then we could call it. Well, let me do it first. We don't. This is going to have to be called every index that it's running, every sample. We might not need to call an update if we choose to do it per buffer. I think I should do this. Even though it could just be accessible. WaveTable, get table size. And then we're just going to return wave buffer dot. Why is them sample rate giving me shit? That's why. Did it again. Yeah, I like this decision. Okay, because if I want to, I can call this I could do something like to calculate phase increment. Current freak. Oh, we're gonna have a problem here though. Well, because one, it's private. But maybe I want to make that a external function in the GPC, like a static const thing. I actually might like that. If you're watching this and cringing because I'm doing something wrong, I'm sorry. Float freak, double sample rate. What the fuck is happening? Oh, no, float. I actually got it. Okay, so I think that does work. Pausing because I need to know the table size also. Shit. Oh, do it with necessity, all right? Although the cleanest code I've ever written has been when I labor over it. What the fuck do you mean? It's right there. I gotcha. Oops. Okay, so, but what I think I'm going to do is actually, oh, yeah, this works. I'm going to do this instead. Because then, if I want to, I could do this per sample. I can decide later, or I could decide to do it just when there's node ons, or just per block or something. I can smooth the value elsewhere. All right, so the get next sample is going to say float index is equal to get next sample index. So we're calculating. Yeah, I don't even need that. Get next sample index. I think I should do this. So we go interface implementation. Interface implementation. Interface implementation. Okay. Next sample index is equal to current index. Okay. This tells me I need to do something to wrap it, though. Oh my God, was I not doing that? Is that what was causing so many problems? Jesus fucking Christ, I think it was. Okay. Wow, there was a while. I wasn't that stuck on it, though, but... What? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Oh, I see why. Because... Otherwise, we'd never get 0. Or we wouldn't start with 0. We'd start with the phase increment. And then we'll do this. Because we could do current index modulo around WaveTable. But I've seen it explained in other examples. Well, there's another reason, but if current index is greater than, this is talked about a lot on the audio programmer I've seen before. I think it's better to do this. WaveTable, get table size, then current index. And the minus equals always fucks me up. I think it just needs to be minus equals. Let's go ahead and cast that to float though, just to be safe. I think it would work fine. WaveTable. Okay, and then we go. I think that, oh, fucking hell, man. So, this is where the minus ones always get confusing. It's going to be 1024. I think it needs to be this, minus 1. Because it needs to go from 0 to 1023. Yeah, because we're dealing with indices. No, I don't want to do this though. Because that's misleading then, because that isn't the table size. That's the highest index. Yeah, I'm gonna make a fucking function called that. Get last index in WaveTable. Get last index in WaveTable. Just to be definitive, okay? Use this function to get table size. This kind of shit happens all the fucking time because of the fun way that it starts with the 0 index. Get so then when we do this, get last index in WaveTable. We go float. Oh, fucking hell. sample. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a little break here in a second. Equals WaveTable. Why the fuck are you expecting that? Get sample at index. Boom. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's try and get this thing making some sound here. So now we're going to go to the processor. Forward declare the wavetable. Oh, no. Oscillator, GPC. Okay. And then in the constructor, say oscillator equals okay, then in prepare to play. Oh, I see what's going on. And then I'm just going to do this here. Oop. Jesus. Okay. Don't need all these comments. And I don't really... This is just how I like to do it. You could do it either way, though. Get array of white pointers. Then within that, for int sample index is equal to 0. Sample less than buffer dot get num samples plus sample index. Oh, that's right. That's why I always do it this way. So I'm going to put the channel loop inside the sample loop because then I only need to retrieve this sample once. Float os sample is equal to get next sample. Buff right. Channel sample index plus equals sample do some gain control there. So we should effectively be writing it to the buffer like this. Okay, let me just go through here. Again, oops. Example. It wasn't going to work. I mean, let's just ball out. Try it out. I think it might work. Now, it should be making noise right now, and it is not, but maybe. Should be a test sound. Oh. I'm also seeing another problem that you won't be able to hear it. Nope, it should be this one. There you go. That's a test sound though. So something's not working, but that's okay. We'll figure it out quick here. I'm not too worried. Let's go in and debug, huh? Oops. Try it again. I'm going to go through and actually put that there. Oops. There. Just throwing some breakpoints in here. Oh shit. So it's not incrementing the index at all. Interesting. So that means I need to go to here. I guess phase increment's not getting. Did I ever set the frequency? I thought I did. Ah. No, that's right. Okay, so this isn't working, huh? Okay, no more of that. Oops. Oh, you fucking asshole. Why are you doing this? Sometimes I think Mac is not the smartest. Okay. Okay. This is the part that's not making sense to me. Why? Yeah. Why is it? Whoa, why are these being called out of order? Huh. Oh my God. That'll do it. It's not loud. Bitch. Get sample at index. Oh, yeah. Why would I do it that way? Problem is high index is now going up to the full table size, so. Well, this should work, but I don't like to do this. Is equal to because it should be at the 0th index. Damn, I'm real sleepy today. Okay, so now why am I not hearing it? That's incrementing. Oh. Duh. Why am I doing this? No, it should just be returning sample. Man, what the fuck was I doing in that other code? Had this working, and then I started refactoring it, and then still no luck. Yeah, that looks like a... Oops. All up. Let's do it. The other thing is I want to look at... Interesting we're not hitting this. Put this back in. Bet we're gonna have some sound now. Got it. And I don't think you can hear it. So let me change some stuff here. There you go. And just to prove that it's happening, let's go through and let's go up by 200 hertz. Can you hear it? I don't think so. I don't know why it keeps defaulting to that. Okay, so there we go. We got the first step, making a sine wave. If you want to do that, you can copy me. I don't care. I'll put this on GitHub too. So, I'm really tired right now, though. I don't know if I'm going to work anymore today. I need a weekend. I've been working so much with Autotune. I'll try and get this posted. I haven't posted in a long time. I don't really give a shit about the quality of it. This is just for information. So, yeah. Hope it helped.